Okay, simplify the following expressions. Okay, so for A, we get 4 times 3 is 12. Let me write in black. I was still in red from the last problem. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12. X to the third times x is x to the 3 plus 1, which is 4. And y to the first times y to the second is y to the third, right? You add. Okay, so that's 114a. For B, we have 6 times 3 is 18. A to the fifth times a to the first is a to the sixth. You add the exponents, right? B squared times b squared is b to the fourth. So 18, a to the sixth, b to the fourth. For C, we get 1 times 9 is 9. M squared times m to the first is m to the third. N to the first times n to the first is n to the second. Okay. For D, we are going to rewrite subtracting, right? So we have, let's see what we have. We have 3 to the fifth and 3 to the fifth. Let's cancel what we can first. I have 3 to the fifth. Oh, and 3 squared and 3 to the third is 3 to the fifth. That cancels, right? I have 5 to the third and 5 to the third. That cancels. So I'm left with 8 in the numerator and 2 to the third in the denominator. 2 to the third is 8. So I'm left with 1, right? So for D, it's 1. For E, I have an n to the third in the denominator and n in the numerator. That's an n squared in the denominator, right? So I have m to the fourth over n squared. And for the last one, let's see what cancels. I have a b squared and a b is left with a b to the first in the numerator. So I have 9a to the fourth b over 15. Now, don't forget, this is one thing that most people forget to do. Remember, 9/15ths, if I had that alone, you would realize there's a common factor of 3, right? So this is a 3 and a 5, right? So this becomes 3a to the fourth b over 5, or 3/5 a to the fourth b, either way.